Early detection is key when it comes to the treatment of cancer. Self-examinations every month in places as simple as your shower will help you detect breast cancer. But there are a few precautions you can take to help limit your risks of all types of cancer.
We are here at Davis Wade Stadium, where you can see behind me there is a great atmosphere. And coming up on Monday's show, we will have a recap of the maroon and white game, how each side fared, and what Dan Mullen has to say about his starters. Hey Bulldog fans, this is Kate Moser, and I'm here at Mississippi State's Pro Day, where you can see behind me the guys are getting ready for their big test. Hey there, Bulldog fans. I'm Kate Moser, and I'm here with former Mississippi State linebacker Cam Lawrence. Cam, your brother Addison was drafted by the Ravens last year, and Vic Ballard drafted by the Colts. They both went through Pro Day. What advice did they give to you coming up to today?
My brother told me just when I got in here, he was like, just calm down, do what you've been doing. He said, you're trained. He said, you were built for this. Just go out there and do what you know how to do.
And funny question, why run shirtless?
It kind of makes me a little more aerodynamic. I had to shed all the layers, shed the socks, had to keep the girdle on, but, the shirt definitely had to come off.
Well, thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing how you do in the draft.
I appreciate it.
And we'll be back with more from the Pro Day.
Coming up on Take 30 News, find out why meteorologists were flocking to Mississippi State University, and we reveal why a new tree was planted on MSU's campus. Also, the Mississippi State baseball team's eyes are set on Omaha. We spoke with the Diamond Dogs for an update on how the season is going. Plus, Starkville volunteers are making a big difference for local residents. Find out how. And in national news, President Obama wins the hearts of many, but loses some during his visit to Israel. We'll have all this and more on Take 30 News in half an hour. Stay with us. After a stellar performance in the SEC tournament, where Frazier hit 522 over a 6-day streak, he was then named to an All-American preseason list, but this hasn't fazed him from trying his best for another SEC championship.
The controversy over same-sex marriages has been on the rise lately, but Dr. Ravi Perry has opened up to share his experiences in life as a gay man. Dr. Perry, who is an assistant professor in the political science department, told his story about how his parents were rather accepting of his sexual orientation and his marriage to his husband, Paris. Dr. Perry hopes his experience in life will teach students how important it is to be themselves, with some limits.
Well, I think it's important to the extent that you're comfortable and to the extent that it's safe for you to be who you are. One of the things that we should be doing in a college environment is supporting the uniqueness of everyone and allowing them to thrive.
Along with accepting themselves, students should be ready to face the immense diversity that they will experience in the real world.
I think it's important for students to understand the diversity of the global experience, particularly here in the United States. And I think my personal story is just one example of it. Students are diverse, faculty are diverse, this nation is diverse, this campus is diverse, and I think it's important for everyone to understand that diversity.
Dr. Perry and his husband met at Brown University in Massachusetts, where Perry says acceptance is just the same as here in Mississippi.
Well, I think that here in Starkville, it's kind of an enclave. It's kind of like an oasis in the middle of otherness, where we're here in a college town and college community. Difference is largely generally accepted. It's mildly appreciated. So it's not like living in other parts of the state or of the South where that might be a little bit more challenging. So
Perry was the first openly gay man to serve as president of an NAACP chapter, and he and Paris were the first same-sex couple to have their wedding featured in Jet Magazine's wedding announcements. Dr. Perry and his life are just wonderful examples of how diversity and acceptance can lead to wonderful things. For Take 30 News, I'm Kate Moser.
Help show for the African American community that positive, loving relationships that are non-heterosexual are possible. After a few months, it wasn't published, and so we thought that.
Even though finals is a time to stress out, drink tons of coffee, and pull a few all-nighters, there are more productive ways you can battle through your study sessions. The series ended on Sunday with an 8-0 shutout against the Rebels. The team moves to 27-14 on the season and 6-9 in league play. The Dogs travel to Birmingham on April 16th to take on Samford.
I'm standing here with Josh Board, former defensive tackle, Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Josh, you were recruited by Coach Mullen. How does it feel to come out here, work out in front of him, and what kind of words of wisdom did he give to you?
It feels pretty good because he was a guy who believed enough in me to bring me in here and for me to showcase my abilities to the scouts as far as him. And he always just tells me to just work hard at everything I do, so I kind of try to put that into what I was doing out here today, and it seems to pay off.